Okay. Hey, how's it going? How did that get? Man, I'm gonna have to get some new drawers. That one's collapsing on me. Hey there, Big Bass. Hey there, Oz. How's it going? Just spending a little bit of time working on the website. Had to straighten up some stuff. Hey there, Burke. Good morning or good afternoon. How are you doing today, man? This is my second time going live today. I had to get some stuff straightened up on our website, and added some new stuff on the website too. I'm doing good. Doing good. Good. Hey there, Oklahoma Dirt. How are you doing? Wet today, isn't it? It is wet. Good afternoon. Went to Florida last week and caught some nice redfish and stingray. Oh man, that is great. I never got to do all that stuff. I caught redfish. That's about it. I never got to catch stingray in Florida. Never got to catch sharks or anything like that. Yeah, it's very wet. It's still misting on us here. We're still getting some mist. At least we didn't get the any tornadoes last night. They had some warnings right below Tulsa. Well, I'm going to wait for some people to come in. We've made some changes on our website. We've made some changes. Getting a bit of rain there too. Oh, you're flooded? Oh, man. Yeah, we're not there yet. We just got a lot of rain. Yeah, that's what I heard. It was over by Tulsa. Do you guys have anywhere to run to? If you guys have tornado warnings? Yep. We did change on our website now that we have 30 people in here. And I'll probably say it another 50 times within the next couple of days. We changed up our website. The Peak Vise does not come with the D-arm anymore. We do have them in stock, though. We do have them in stock. Hey there, Countryside Gamer. I got about 9 inches yesterday. I'm going to run over and look at something here real fast. Yep. Hallway mattress overhead. Yeah. My son-in-law and daughter and all of them, they all jump in the tub with the mattress. That's what they do. Let me go look at something here real fast. Oh, I need to make sure that I have these corrected. I did some changes today to our site. Let's see. Site items. I want to make sure something's correct. I'm going to be bouncing back there in the next 15 seconds. Peak. The D-arm. Yes, we did it. Okay, good deal. Okay, I can close that out. Yeah, we now sell the D-arm and the Peak Vise separately. They're not. We don't sell it as a package anymore. Somebody, yeah, thank you so much. Who did that there? Oklahoma Dirt Outdoors. Yeah, there's no need for that. Over 90. Oh, wow. That is Oh, I mean, that's good that they got rescued. Good morning there, Tropical. Yep, and Woody, I did fix it. We do sell the Peak Vise, but we don't include the D-arm anymore, and it actually works out just a little bit cheaper now. It adds up to like 228 now instead of the 230. So I'm just letting everybody know, if you want to get a Peak rotary vise, they don't come with the D-arm anymore, because not everybody needs to spin the lure around. Yep. Good morning. Don't forget the chat. Yes, don't forget the chat. Yeah, we did have a young lady in here. I think I don't know how old she is. Her name's Heather. She's from Florida too. She came in earlier on the live. Hey there, G-Force. I used to play on a softball team named G-Force years ago. They were basically the company that owned G-Force softball was an advertising company, and I got to play softball for G-Force years ago out of Florida. And I did get compensated very, very well when I played softball. Hey there, CJ. Yep, CJ. The Peak Vise, we did change it up a little bit. It does not come with the D-arm anymore. So I'm just letting you know that. It is on the site. You can buy the D-arms. We have 2 of them in stock, but they do not come with the vise does not come with the D-arm anymore. And it actually comes out a little bit cheaper that way too. It comes out to about 228 and some change. I think you were the one that was asking about the Peak Vise. So we do have them in stock. Hey there, Branson. Yeah. Hey, JVs, how's it going there? Yeah, I saw you in here yesterday. And for those of you, I do try to remember everybody. It doesn't always work out that well, but I do try to remember people. Yep, good morning, everybody. I should have got that rod yesterday. Yeah, you should have got it yesterday. Yep. Here, I'll just throw it to you. I'll go outside and see if I can throw it 20 miles. Yep. I do have my coffee this time. I didn't have my coffee a while ago. I was missing my coffee. Now, tomorrow I won't be going live till probably about 11 o'clock. This morning I actually got on a little bit after 9. But normally I try to go on before 9 o'clock. Sometimes it doesn't always work out that well. But we added a couple of new things. We added the clip, the material clip, which is this piece right over here. We added the material clip, and we added a bobbin cradle. We have that separately too now. So, but when you do buy a Peak rotary vise, it does come with this piece right here. But we do have this separately because we do sell a non-rotary vise, and the non-rotary vise does not come with the clip. It does not come with the clip, or not the clip. It does not come with the bobbin cradle, which is that piece right there. I'm on the roof. Throw it. Yep. Just heave it over there, guys. If you guys don't know what he's talking about, that's our striker rod. This bad boy is $69.99. You can use it for freshwater fishing, saltwater. It does have your metal reel seat there. Now, I know a lot of famous fishermen that are, I'm talking, they've been famous for 30 years, 40 years. They do have their own rod out there, and they don't have the metal reel seats. I've noticed that. One of them is a friend of mine, and super great guy. He's been around. He's won a lot of catfish championships. And I look at his reel or his rod, and they don't have a metal reel seat there. And anyway, don't tell him I said that, okay? But anyway, but that there is $69.99, and it's a great rod. Again, you can use it for freshwater, saltwater, carp, catfish, sturgeon. If you are Mary, reeling, feeling, healing, she caught like a 80, 90-pound stingray with that dude. Yep, 173 documented fish on it. Hey there, Nam. I seem like a cool guy. Oh, thank you. Not that many people see me as a cool guy. They see me as a handsome fella. No, no, I'm just kidding. Hey there, Anti. How are you doing? I am sporting the hat this morning. I did not comb my hair. Miss watching Jimmy Houston. Yeah. Yep. Jimmy's a pretty good guy. I've got to meet him once. He didn't know who I was, but Ruben's a goat. I'm getting my goatee back. I'm getting the goatee back. See, that's what, month and a half of growing. One day I'll have a goatee again. Hey there, Colby. And Oleg, I don't understand that, Oleg. I do not understand that. That's okay, though. I'm glad to have you in here, man. Good to see you in here, Oleg. Okay, we're going to tie 3 more of these, and then we're going to go to the next color. Well, why don't we just go to the next color right now? Let's do the next color right now. We're going to go to the Slab Queen. I used to make flies when I had... Yeah, it is relaxing. Yes, it is. I'm a beautiful woman. No. Nope. Thank you there, Colby. Yep, you got that. Zzz. You know, we zapped him out of here. Yep. Usually we give a warning. We'll delete the message. We'll keep you in the chat most of the time, but if you're putting bad stuff up there, you'll be out of here. Yep. You're like, well, I'm just being funny. Yep. Thanks for the hidden. Okay, we're going to put these blue feathers up. We got a lot of lures to make. Today's the beginning of the finals, NBA finals. Today, I get to watch my Oklahoma Thunder battle against Remington's Pacers. I would have gotten him faster. Translated. Oh, you're fine. He said hello. Well, hello there, Oleg. Hola. Buenos dias, mi amigo. My amigo Oleg. They come in a pack, a 3-pack. They range anywhere from $5 to $10 a pack, just depending on what size and what style. Now we do have a lot of lures that are basically $4.99 a pack. I'm going to tell you how to get them cheaper here in just a bit. That's the Cajun cricket right there. That's the Bayou bug. That's the funky monkey. That's the monkey milk. That's the blackout. You can get any one of these packs. You can get it in a 32nd, 16th, or an 8th. $4.99 a pack. $4.99 a pack. You could save 10% on top of that, and save basically 50 cents for with the code FLOW10, FLO10. Again, you get to pick out whatever size you want in those colors, and you get to save approximately, close to 50 cents. You get to save 49.9% or 49.9 cents. Let me get that straight. I don't want to steer you wrong. Yep. That's tomorrow. That's tomorrow. Oh, yeah. So I get to work late tonight. Yep. I keep messing up. Today I thought it was Thursday this morning. I even told my wife I had a doctor's appointment, and that's not till tomorrow. Good afternoon. Yeah, I'm glad you straightened me up on that. I would have been sitting in front of the TV like, where's the game? Where's the game? What's the best size? If you're dock fishing, I'd go with the 32nd ounce if you're going to get those lures. If you're fishing from a 16th ounce will work great too. If you're fishing from a boat, go with the 1/8 ounce. I have the Pacers winning in 6. I sure hope Shea doesn't get hurt. Nice day. I got sleep a lot. Long nap. Now there was a moose on the road. Yeah, we don't have any moose out here. We got buffaloes, cows, and horses. Sometimes we see cows on the road. OKC in 5 games. Well, I'm going to one up you there, Oklahoma Dirt. I'm going to say OKC in 4 games. I hope so. Any tips on fishing that style of jig? There's a couple of different ways. You can cast them out and reel them in. You can fish from a boat. You can vertical fish, which is just straight down fishing. And if you're on a dock or on a boat, you can do that. There's a couple of different ways. I'm a Wolves fan, so I want to see the Thunder lose. Oh, no. Oh, you're fine. Yeah, the Thunder have never won. Well, we're going to have a brand new champion. We're going to have a champion today here in the next couple of weeks that they've never won a championship before. And so I'm happy for that. I'll be happier if the Thunder win, but I'll be happy for the Pacers too. I know that's kind of an odd way of seeing it, but I do a lot of times cheer for the underdogs. And right now we have 2 underdogs. We have 2 teams that have never won a championship. Now I know they're going to tell you on TV, oh, the Thunder won back in 1977 when they were the Seattle, Supersonics. You know what? That's the Supersonics. The Thunder have been here for years, and I've never seen a Thunder championship. Yep. Oh wow, they are out today. Who's out today? The people, what you call the trollers, the roly-poly trolleys. Yeah, they're out. Yesterday, they were in here for a while, and so. But anyway, let's get back to work here. Thank you guys so much for taking care of me. Yeah, sometimes people don't like good things to happen to decent people, I hope I'm a decent person. Let's get some black thread out. Let's get to tying. Yeah, you get a lot of people that are just deranged, all kinds of weird stuff. Dogs, we got a problem. Yep. No, they're both underdogs in the sense that they've never won a championship. This is going to be great for both teams. Shea Gilgeous Arenas he's never won a championship, NBA championship. There's a bunch of guys on the Thunder. Yeah, there's a bunch of guys on the Pacers team too. Hey there, Emily. How's it going there? No, you're not a deranged lunatic. Hey there, Mary. How's it going there? Quite contrary. How does your garden grow? Let's see. Yep, I'm having a good day. Yeah, I try to be a decent person. New champions is good. Yep, new champions is good. Yep. Yep. I think they had a good enough team last year to win, but they lost. They lost, and I think they took a lot with that. They took a lot with them. They grew from that. I don't think they ever want that to happen again. Do I sell these? Yes, I do. We have a link right down there. Yep, RubenFloresJigs.com. Ooh, man, is that the one I want? Where is the black that I want? I think this is too thick. Do I have any black up here other than this? I think I picked out the wrong black. Yep, I do use a couple of different sizes of chenille when I tie. Yeah, I got the wrong one out. Yes, I do sell these. Yep. Yeah. Am I timed out? No, I don't think you're timed out. I still see your comments in here. No, I don't time out people unless they need it. Sometimes I know that people, when they're texting, they don't have autocorrect a lot of times, and sometimes their message comes comes out the wrong way sometimes. Sometimes people just don't know how to speak either. They speak, especially dudes. A lot of guys, they speak kind of in caveman terms. Yep. I timed you out for 10 seconds. Colby, don't go doing that to people unless they. Yeah, we don't do that in here. Nope. You'll get your privileges taken away. You'll get put in solitary confinement. Let's see. Yeah, sometimes people take that the wrong way. People get afraid to chat anything, even if you're just goofing around. People take that wrong. They'll go, man. I don't want to say anything. I might get timed out. You know. Yeah. Well, Kobe's going to learn how to behave. No, no. Yep. Okay. Okay. Kobe can't do it anymore. So here we go. Yep. You're on probation. Let's see. CJ, thanks for coming in. I'd like to start making my own fishing supplies, but some stuff is expensive. Yeah, we are going to have the Coachman kit coming in here in a couple of days. The Coachman kit is a wooden box that opens up. You put your vise in it. It's not a rotary vise, and you get tools with it. You'll get like a whip finisher. You'll get some scissors. You'll get a threader. I think it even comes with a little stacker too. And so you're going to get a lot of different things with it. And what ends up happening, uh, you just got to buy your material, but that box runs about $40. And not too much responsibility. Oh, you're good. Yeah, you're fine, Colby. Um, and so anyhow, it's a very inexpensive way to get into it. I run into this a lot of times. I've been tying for almost 15 years. Throughout the years, we've been selling materials and vices for a while, and so with that being said, we've had people they buy the vise, the rotary vise here, and they'll spend $500-600 on material, which is great. I like that, but 2 or 3 months later, uh, I end up seeing them on Facebook, and they're trying to sell everything off. They just didn't either have the time or the patience to make lures, and so I always refer people to the Coachman first, and it's a good inexpensive way to get into it. If you're like Remington bought the Coachman box again for $40. Probably about a month or so later, he ended up liking making lures so much that he ended up getting this vise. Yep. Let's get the likes. 114 viewers. Yeah, Rhoda, we had 300 people in the chat last night. Man, we had a bunch of people. We had a lot of people in the chat. Yeah. Now, with that, also to add on to that is it will eventually, if you love tying, if you love making lures, whether it be fly fishing flies or like these, what will end up happening in the long run is you're going to end up getting more colors of feathers, more colors of thread. You're going to go from the $5 pair of scissors to like the $30 pair of scissors. And it goes on. The people that love tying, they do invest more in it. What do I do for work? I do this. Yep, I do. I don't want to. I wish I could say I live stream for a living, but I don't. I don't make hardly anything. I do make a little bit of money, but not a whole lot of money. But I do. I make lures for a living. Do I watch other sports? I watch football. I love watching football, whether it be college or pro. And I just, hey there, John. Rainfall. What's my biggest weight on a bass? 10.5 pounds. 10.5 pounds. What's the favorite one I ever caught? I caught my wife almost 30 years ago. That's my best. That's my PB there. Let's see. My biggest shark is about 11 inches. It was a little hammerhead. I caught it when I was probably 8, 9, 10 years old. Yep. Now we did make a change on the website. We changed up the vise on our website. You can now get the peak vise, but it's not going to come with this piece right here. It's not going to come with the D arm. And we did that for a reason. Not everybody that wants the peak does what I do. It is a very good vise, but now you can actually buy the peak and then buy the D arm and come out paying less than the $230 that we had on the price originally. Don't keep doing that. Yep, I'll get out fishing again this summer. 5.6. Hey there, Tucker. How's it going? So yep, I'm making lures today. Yeah, I'll probably get back out fishing here soon. Maybe next week. Who knows? We'll see. I got to get my back fixed up. I did something to my back. I think it's a sciatic nerve, but they did x-rays on my back, and my back's all out of line. My lower back is. That's causing my hips to hurt. When you have muscular hips like I do, sometimes you're in agony. Let's see. What's the biggest bass that you got? 10.5 pounds. 10.5 pounds. Started tying again from watching you and Turner. You guys inspired me to pick it back up. Oh, we got a fly in here. I got to get my swatter. I found my swatter finally. Let's see. Yeah, and I do go live streaming when I go fishing. Yep, I do go live streaming when I go fishing. PB here. 32.5 inch American red snapper. Yeah, I did see the video. Yep. Yeah, I haven't caught a red snapper since I lived in Florida, which was years, and I didn't even catch it with a rod and reel. I did the spear gun thing. I had a friend of mine that would go spear fishing. We would go snorkeling, and I got it that way. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll catch you later there, ODO, Oklahoma Dirt Outdoors. If you guys can, make sure to pick up Oklahoma Dirt Outdoors, guys. What if I spend $100 on the website? What are you talking about? You talking about getting a vise? You talking about getting lures? You can go. You can spend whatever you want. Use Flow 10 FLO10, save 10%. I don't know what that means there, and I don't want to read it out. I don't know if it's a good thing or not. Buenas tardes a todos. Yep. Take care. Let me go get my swatter here. Where did my swatter go? Where did my fly swatter go? Because I have me a fly around here. And he picked on the wrong dude today, guys. How do I make these? First of all, I take a hook, I put it in a mold, and then I make the head, and then I powder coat it. That's what I do. I powder coat it, and then just like these, they're ready to tie right afterwards. On some of the lures, I have to put eyes on them, but on these here, I don't. And then I'm going to wrap my thread here. This is a black 210 denier thread. I'm going to clip this part off. I'm going to take some neck hackle feathers just like that. I'm going to stack them up on each other. I'm actually going to put 4 on this. Sometimes I can get by with 3 if I get a really, really thick, luscious feather. How do I take off turtle when I catch one? With pliers. I take them off with pliers. I've never been bitten by a turtle, but I've had friends of mine that have gotten bitten by turtles. I'm going to take 2 of these pieces right here. This is flashing. We still have flashing on sale. Flashing is still on sale on the website. Got to wrap that just like that. Go to my measuring point. I do have measurement marks on my vise. I'm gonna throw my chenille on there. I use a lot of different cross reps. I use cross reps when I throw my thread on there. It holds it, stabilizes it. That way I don't have to use any glue or resins or anything like that. I used to use glue on my jigs, and years ago, and I got to the point where I tied so well that I didn't need to use the glue. Now I do different knots than a lot of people do. I do a lot of cross hitches and figure 8 hitches. Sometimes I call it a crazy 8, but I do a couple of different knots. In other languages encourages. Oh my goodness! Maybe I need to start speaking in Spanish or Portuguese or Cambodian or could speak in Nigerian. I know a couple of words in Nigerian, but years ago when I first started tying, I would use a resin. I'd put the glue on there like that. This here is empty. I just use that for show. And I used to use head cement, like the Wapsi head cement. And so this one here is the regular one. There is one that is water based, and I would switch back between both because some people would say the water based head cement, because it's water based, that it wouldn't last as long. And then some people would say this type, that's not water based, that it would smell. And they say that, for some reason they would say it would scare the crappie away. To me, it didn't matter if you're using Sally Hansen's hard as nails or whatever. If the fish is hungry enough, it's going to bite, But I was like, you know what? I've been seeing all these people. I was watching a documentary on this lady fly tyer, and her name is Megan Boyd. If you've ever seen the documentary Kiss the Water, I urge you guys to do that, because she is a famous fly tyer, and or she was. And anyhow, I was watching some of them people tie, and they would not use any glue whatsoever. And then I watched the special, the Hardy Boys company, which was another fly fishing company that made flies. And I'm like, how are these people making all these saltwater flies, and they're catching these 50, 60-pound fish, and they're not using any glue? And so I thought there has to be a way to do it. So I played around with a lot of different schemes, different type techniques, and had come up with this version of how I do it now. And that was a long time ago, and I don't use any glue or anything on my jigs. Let's see. I've not been on your website or your jigs available on here. I don't have any special connection, but if you go to the website down there, just click on it. And if you do live in the U.S., we've shipped our lures to every state here in the U.S. If not, just send me a message. If you go to the website, you can leave me messages there, and most of the time I'll answer back. Sometimes I forget to look at my messages, but yeah, most of the time I'll answer back. But yeah, we do. If you do go to our website, you can save 10% on our site by using Flow 10. Flow 10, you can save 10% on everything on the site, and that's everything on the site. One thing that is strange for some people when communicating is that English is not their first language. Yep, that's true. You got that right. Yep. People don't. Do you know, Anti, what is the most? What language is spoken the most in the world? Hey there, Crazy. Does anybody know what language is spoken most in the world? It is Spanish. More people speak Spanish in the world than any other language. I learned that, I'd say, about 20 years ago, and it's still the longest. How they say it? It still stands up today. There's more people that speak Spanish in the world than any other language. I used to work for a company which was the Spanish Yellow Pages, and I used to sell advertising. When I first got to Oklahoma, that was one of the companies I worked for when I first moved out here, and I would sell advertising in the basically the Spanish Yellow Pages. And I wasn't any good at speaking Spanish. I could understand it pretty good, and I could halfway get my way through a conversation with someone, but I would sell ad space on their phone books. Let's see. Yeah, people often think here, especially here in the U.S., I'm not downing the U.S. I'm proud of my country. I love my country. You know, I am patriotic very much. But sometimes, you know, there's only 320 million people here in the U.S. And I do believe we're probably the strongest nation here in the world, militarily and all that stuff. Not people-wise, you know, people-wise, we don't. But sometimes people get on their hobby horse, thinking that English is the most spoken language in the world, and it's not. Make my own plastic worms. Oh, that's awesome. Let's see. Again, I do appreciate everybody in the channel. This one here is a 1/32 ounce. It is the Slab Queen. Yeah, we do pour. Well, we have poured plastics in the past here. I'm probably going to make some here in the near future. We do make these lures. They call them the Jelly Belly, but it's like this kind of a hand tied. You put it in a mold, and then you squirt your plastic in there, and then they get a plastic body. They do look really pretty. We're probably going to do that again one day soon. This one here is called the Slab Queen. People call them crappie jigs here. I just call them lures because they catch more than crappie. They'll catch trout. They'll catch freshwater fish, saltwater fish. They'll catch a lot of different kinds of fish. This would be considered a wet fly. It is in the fly family. It's just not your traditional fly fishing rod type lure. Yep, you can catch bass with these. Catch turtles with these. You can catch carp, drum, catfish. Catch a lot of different kinds of fish with these. Sturgeon, yellow perch, black perch, white crappie, black crappie, Mexican crappie. I work at a gas station. Have sold fuel using Google Translate. The person didn't speak Finnish or English. And I don't speak Russian. Yeah, I don't speak Russian either. I only know one word in Russian, and that's pravda. That's the only word I know in Russian. It is still misting out there. Sorry, not bass carp. Yep. But again, thank you guys. I appreciate the likes. We have 37 likes up there. Yep, I do appreciate the likes, guys. We did change some stuff again. We now we don't offer the D-arm with the peak rotary vise anymore. You can still get the D-arm, you just have to purchase it separately. You just have to purchase it separately now. Hey there, Jax. I know a young man that used to go to our church named Jax. And this here's a 1/32 ounce. I do the same thing, but I tie flies. Oh, am I not tying a fly? Let's see. You can use these on a fly rod. Yep. I got to go speak at a college a couple of years ago, and they introduced me as one of the best fly tiers in the U.S. So, but anyhow, I know a lot of people don't consider these flies; they consider these jigs. Am I streaming tomorrow? Yes, I will be. I'll be on a bunch. Okay, we're going to do how many more? How many more? 3 more of these. Then we're going to bump it up to the next size. Hey there, David. I need to get with you, David. I need to get with you sometime. Yep, you'll see me tomorrow. Yep. I go on every day. Now, tomorrow I'm not going to be on my 9 o'clock, and I am in Central Time. I'm not going to be coming on at the 9 o'clock hour. I'll probably be coming on somewhere pretty close to like noontime. I do have a doctor's appointment, and we got to do some running around too. So it may be 10, 11 o'clock before I get to go live. I got to go see my chiropractor. I'll tell you what, my back is sore. He had told me that because my back's been out for so long, that it's probably going to hurt before it starts feeling better. And it is hurting. I've been laying on my inverted table every day. Hey there, Monster Fish King. How's it going there? Appreciate everybody here. I've noticed our channel has been growing. It has been growing a lot. I want to give thanks to my mods who have been helping, and they answer questions and they say hello to everybody that comes in the channel. That does help out a bunch. Yep, thanks for coming in. If you guys can, make sure to subscribe. I do pretty much run a PG or a PG show. I don't have a lot of weird or bad talk or anything like that. We've had messages from people that are the parents of some of the young people, and they're like, they'll send me a message telling me they're very thankful for someone like me because they don't ever have to worry about any bad talk or anything coming out of my mouth. I usually throw a bushy fly with somewhat ease, but I always have trouble with weighted flies. blade clousers. Do I have any tips? I do not. I'm the worst person for fly fishing tips. You know, these are the only tips I give out for fly fishing. These are feather tips. No, no, I just don't go fly fishing enough. I do have a fly rod, and it's a pretty good rod. You know, it is a generic rod, but I'm lucky if I do fly fishing once a year. I do like it. I enjoy it. I'm just not the best at it. And usually, if I do go fly fishing, I'm throwing a small fly. Every so often, I'll throw a big clouser or something out there, but most of the time, it's I try to throw a little bitty fly. I want to get better. I have been asked to go places and go fly fishing. A lot of times, I just can't do it because of my schedule. But in the case that I do get to go fly fishing one day, I want to be halfway decent at it. Oleg, welcome back. For fly fishing tips, there's a lot of people you can look at. Can you guys throw any names out there for someone to look at for fly fishing? I'm a guide in California, mainly target bass. With my clients, I would like to invite you on a trip. Oh, thank you, Brian. What part of California? Are you in Northern California or Southern? I've never been to Northern California. I got relatives that live up in Fresno. Yeah, I've been to Southern California. I've never been to Northern California. I used to live up in, Northern California. Oh, you do? I bet you do. I always wanted to go to Northern California. This one here is called the Slab Queen. Basically pink and black. Oh, Dave McPhail. Yeah, I've heard of that name. That's a pretty big name there. But no, Brian, do you do content here on YouTube? If you do, subscribe to me and leave a comment on one of my videos, and I'll pick you right back up. Yeah, I do live streaming all day long. All day long. Yeah, I got to live back in the early mid-90s. I got to live in Southern California and the San Bernardino Mountains. But yeah, I'd like to go fly fishing again sometime. A lure or fly or what? Yep, that's a jig. You can call them lures, you can call them flies. When I started tying on TikTok, that's where a lot of people from all over the world started watching, and a lot of them would call them flies. If we aren't including Ruben, yeah. I try to be nice to everybody. Some people mistaken that for something else, but I'm a happily married man. Sometimes I get messages from dudes and also women too. So I try to watch for that. I had a friend of mine. Well, I have a couple of friends of mine that they do a lot of live streaming, and I was on a trip with one of them a while back, and he was like, "Do you ever get propositioned?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I do. Not a lot, but yeah, but you know." And so anyway, he was telling me some of his stories of people sending him pictures. I thought, oh, that's kind of wild. I don't get pictures. I don't want pictures either. I I am happily married. Uh-oh. Okay, guys, I'm going to take a little break here, and I'm going to go grab me something to eat. I'm going to go grab some lunch, and so I'll be back here maybe in the next 20 to 40 minutes here, guys. I appreciate all you guys. Thank you guys for coming in. If you guys have any questions, I'm gonna leave about a minute up here for you guys to throw any questions out. I enjoy everybody coming in here. You know, we've been getting trolls lately, but you know, I enjoy doing what I do here. Make sure to go to our website. We did do some updates. Again, the Peak Vise no longer is sold with the D arm. We're selling it separately. We're gonna do it the way Peak wants us to do it, and so we're gonna do that. There will be probably a price increase in the next 30 days or so, and that's because Peak they raise their prices up twice a year. They don't raise them up a whole lot, but they do raise them up. We also have now on the website, we have the Peak non-rotary vise. I went ahead and updated that. We also have other things like the bobbin cradle. We sell that separately too by itself. Now, when you do buy a Peak vise, you will get the bobbin cradle. It comes with the Peak rotary. When you do buy the non-rotary vise, it doesn't come with the cradle. But we've added some other things on there too. So we'll see you guys later. Thank you guys for coming in. You guys be good. God bless.